Welcome to the speaking section of IELTS examination. My name is Sapna Dhameja and I would be your examiner for this part of the test, and this test would be recorded. What is your full name?
My full name is Amisha.
How may I address you?
You can call me by my first name, Amisha.
Okay, Amisha. May I see your identification, please?
Yes, sure.
Thank you so much. Where do you live?
I live in a small town named Tohana, which is in my northern part of my country.
Okay, do you study or work?
I am a scholar and I am pursuing my study from the Rigveda International School. It is a very famous school in Tohana.
Hmm. Now, few questions will be based on taking rest. How often do you take a rest?
To be honest, I can't get enough time to take a rest as I am a 12th grade. So if I take a rest, I only take a nap about 30 minutes.
So, hey guys, watch this video till end, and this is very useful because here I have given the complete feedback with each and every answer that what mistakes she is doing in the entire interview and why she is getting 5.5. I have elaborated each and every answer. So, one more thing, if you want to join our online classes, then the number is displayed below. We are offering online classes, be this is reading, writing, listening, or speaking. You can join our online courses. The number is displayed below. First of all, you can book free demo classes. Yes, free demo classes, and later on, you can enroll in our courses, either reading, writing, listening, or speaking. Thank you so much. Okay, what do you usually do when you are resting?
While resting, I usually take a nap so that I can regenerate my mind and feel refreshed.
Do you take a nap when you are resting?
Yes, sure. Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
As I told earlier, I take a rest as it is taking nap is to go resting technique.
Okay, how do you feel after taking a nap?
After taking a nap, I feel very energetic and refreshing.
Okay, now few questions will be based on home country. Which part of your country you like to live in?
I love to live in the northern part of my country as where I live in. It is the most favorable place to live. So would prefer to live in the northern part of my country, India.
Okay, what makes you feel proud of your country, Amisha?
It many things are there are many things to proud about my country, but I adore a thing that it's unity in diversity.
Okay, great. Do you know the history of your country well?
Well, to be honest, I didn't know the history
Mm-hmm.
correctly, but I as I studied till the 10th grade this history, so I often know the history.
Okay, so you have read about this till 10th standard.
Yes,
So you just know a bit about this,
yes.
not a lot. Mm-hmm. Will you stay in India in the future?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Firstly, I pursue my bachelor's in India. Then I will set up my mind regarding this.
That's great. Wonderful. Now, few questions will be based on list. Do you make a list when you shop?
Yes, definitely. As I am an unorganized person, so I always make a list while I go for shopping.
Do you make a list for your study or for work?
Well, I am habitual of making a to-do list, and I
Mm-hmm.
make for work or study both. It
Mm-hmm.
helps to me to do all the task well and satisfied my mind in the end of my day.
Mm-hmm. Why don't some people like making list?
Different people have different opinions. Some people thinks it is a waste of time and some people think it is a kind boring.
Mm-hmm. Do you prefer to make a list on paper or on your phone?
World is becoming techno savvy as I am not an exception. So I also make a list on my phone
Mm-hmm.
as I haven't to carry the pocket diary in my pocket.
Okay. This is end of the part 1. Thank you so much. So I'm giving you cue card. I'm giving you paper and pencil also. You have to speak between 1 and 2 minutes, and you can plan your answer for a minute, right? Okay, yes, Amisha, you may start now.
There is a famous saying that no man in an island. And I absolutely believe it. There are times when every human being needs some help. There are many instances when I helped anyone. But here I would like to tell you an incident when I helped my cousin. Some months ago, my uncle, aunt, and my cousin visited our house for a night stay. At night, we at night, and my cousin and I at night, my cousin and I sat together after having a lot of fun full day. I I noticed that she was having some problem in her mathematics. So
Mm-hmm.
I asked her that what she has the problem, but she denied for the help. After some time, she started crying and told me that maths is nut, hard hard nut to crack for her. Then I promised to give her tuitions free of cost, and I fulfilled my promise
Mm-hmm.
with with giving her tuitions without taking a penny. Then, after her half yearly examination, she
Mm.
scored highest marks in her class and stood first position. Then I feel very proud on her, and she also feel proud. This is my experience that told about you.
That like you helped someone.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. This is end of this cue card. Okay, now I'm going to ask some follow-up questions which will be based on the cue card. How do people know that their neighbors might need help?
People can know the neighbors might need help in many ways. We can see their behaviors, their talking and emotions,
Mm-hmm.
so that we can know what they are having the problems.
Can you quote an example of this?
Like an aunt is going anywhere and she is not working properly, then we can ask that her, if you want to any help, so I can help you.
So you mean to say that we can recognize by people's expressions, their
Yes.
behavior, their emotions, their way of talking, and by seeing their face or facial expression. You mean to say that? Do neighbors often help each other in your country?
Yes, there is a culture of helping each other in our country by giving things and helping each other in any many things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have I want anything in at that present time, but I haven't. So I can ask my neighbor to give me.
Okay, what can children learn by helping others?
Children can learn that helping other is a very good thing and it makes them a good citizen.
Okay, how can children help their parents at home?
Children can help in many ways parents at home by washing, by helping in their washing, cooking, cleaning, etc.
Mm-hmm. So, do you always do help to your parents?
Yes, definitely. I always help a parent when my mother need me or my father.
Okay, so do you think that parents can motivate their children how to help them?
Yes, definitely. Parents always taught that helping each other is a very good thing.
Okay. Thank you, Misha. This is end of the test. Thank you so much. So, hey Amisha, now this is time to give the feedback for your speaking. So, generally, I give the feedback after listening to their speaking, but today I'm giving feedback in front of Amisha. First of all, I would like to introduce that Amisha is just a beginner. She has just started preparation for English or IELTS classes in just a few days back or a couple of days back. So she hasn't any idea really that about the pattern and all. So there are so many candidates who are preparing IELTS not only in India but across the world. Those who are struggling candidates, actually they haven't any idea. Sometimes they are having good proficiency over this language, they have command over this language, but they haven't any idea that how to give the right answer. Even they are not knowing the criteria or the parameters. So here I am helping Amisha that how she could solve this paper and how she could prepare further to get good band score in the final examination. So Amisha, welcome again. I'm giving the feedback for your test. Okay, so Amisha has done lots of mistakes as she's just a beginner. So this is very common thing for beginners. So don't to worry if you are also beginner. While practicing a lot with native speaker or native level speaker, everyone can improve. So if you are also new at IELTS, you are beginner at for this IELTS preparation, then don't to worry. With practice, definitely you can improve, or you can practice with native level speaker or any native speaker, or by doing some other efforts which I generally tell in my videos. So my first question was, what is your full name? It was right. How may I address you? You may address me by my name, same name, Amisha. Okay, so introductory questions were right. Only when I asked where do you live, then it was important to elaborate here where do you live, but you did not elaborate that answer. My first category was taking a rest. How often do you take a rest? Like, first of all, Amisha did not elaborate her answers in the part one, and this is very important because most of the time, candidates who prepare at YIP platform, they ask me the question that how long we have to speak in the part one. So this is important, between 20 and 30 seconds, or at least two or three sentences are required to speak. Somewhere you gave me only one line answer, or somewhere you cover in two sentences, but at least go for two or three sentences, or between 20 and 30 seconds, right? So how often do you take a rest? You could say that as I am a 12th grade student, I do not have enough time for taking a rest. So I often take just 30-minute nap whenever I come back home from my school. What do you usually do when you're resting? So this was the right answer you gave me. Do you take a nap when you're resting? Yes, of course, I do so. As I already mentioned, or I previously mentioned, that I take a nap whenever I'm resting, because in that way I feel more refreshed and I feel rejuvenated. I'm just I'm just clearing your answers, like how you could elaborate that. How do you feel after taking a nap? This was right answer you gave me. Next category was home country. Which part of your country do you like to live in? As you said that North India. So I like North India, the place where I'm living right now, because this is my favorite place. This is very beautiful place, and you could also say that the environment is very soothing, and it's a plain area. And I love this place because my family is here, my friends are also here. So you could add this idea also, right? What makes you feel proud of your country? This was the right answer. Do you know the history of your country well? Here you were confused and you did some grammatical errors too. Not a lot, because I have just studied history till my matriculation, or till 10th grade. So whatever I have learned till 10th grade, I just know about that, nothing more than that, because I'm not interested in knowing about the history of my country or even any other country of the world. Okay, so this could be elaboration, but you did not give me the right elaboration. Will you stay in India in the future? You were not clear with this answer, so here you could say that, and I have no plans for going abroad nowadays, because I just want to complete my bachelor's here in India. I'm taking, or I'm preparing for this test because I just want to improve the command or proficiency over this language. But definitely, after completing my bachelor, I have some plans for going abroad. So that is why I am here to improve my English. Okay. Now, list based questions. Do you make a list when you shop? Okay, you said the right answer. Do you make a list for your work or study? You said yes, of course, I make a list both for my work and study. You did not even paraphrase. Do you make a list for your work or study? Of course, I prefer making list both for my work or study. Be I'm working something or I'm studying something, I prefer making a to-do list, that what I have to do first and when I have to do, or when I have to accomplish it. So you could add this answer. Why don't some people like making list? So you just gave me one line answer. This was not sufficient enough. Well, different people have different reasons for not making a list. Some people do not make a list because they find it quite boring. On the other hand, there are certain people who do not love to make lists because they find it time consuming, and there are some other people who think this is not an activity for them because they remember things easily, so they don't need any list, or they don't need any kind of help, so that's why they do not prefer making a list. Do you prefer to make a list on paper or your phone? So being a techno savvy person, techno savvy or being a computer savvy, I prefer making lists using my phone, because I always keep my phone with me, and I don't need to carry my diary with me or any other paper with me. So by making my list on my phone, it's a good idea, and I really appreciate this. So you could answer like that, right? So everyone, that those who are preparing for this, in the part 1, expend your answer for 20 and 30 second at least, or between 2 and 3 sentences. And moreover, don't take pauses, as Amisha had taken a lot of pauses while answering in the part 1 also. If you're not doing well in the part 1, then further this will create a problem for you guys also. So Amisha, take care for your further test or further preparation, okay? So the Q card was that describe an occasion when you helped a family member or relative with someone. So you talked about a personal experience when you helped one of your cousins, giving her coaching classes for mathematics. The idea was right, because you helped one of your relatives and one of your cousins, but you did not use the connector. You did not use a single connector while adding one bullet to another bullet. So as there are 4 bullet point: when it happened, who you help, how you help, and explain how you felt about the experience. It is really very important that to add some connectors, so that you are jumping one point to another point, and you did not use that. And secondly, the vocabulary words also you missed in that. Okay, so an occasion when you help someone, you could start here like, helping is a part of everyone's life, because I believe in this saying that no man is an island, and I work upon this. You could start like this also. And I have helped so many people in my life, but here I would like to talk about one specific person whom I helped last year, my cousin. Actually, one of my cousins who came at my home with along with her parents to spend some quality time with me and my family members. And after having fun the entire day when we were sitting together, then she started completing her homework, and she was struggling in doing mathematic work. And then she was bit sad and bit emotional, and I asked that what happened to her. Then she replied that she always have some struggles in solving the mathematic problems. So I said her, I offered my help. So this was been last year when I helped her. And she was one of my cousins, and I never hesitated, or I never gave a second thought to offer my help to her. Further, I would be happy that how I helped her. When she left my home, the next morning she started coming at my home. So I started giving 1 hour or 30 minutes every day for providing classes for mathematics, whatever the queries she used to have or whatever the problems she had in mathematics, and I started solving her. And meanwhile, she also put many efforts in that, and finally she was able to overcome that problem. And in the end, what happened, that when she had the final examination, then she was able to secure good marks. She secured excellent grades in mathematics. It made her happy, not only her happy, but also the entire family members, including me, my parents, and her parents also. Everyone was so elated, and she was very much thankful to me. In the end, I would mention, so because you were explaining how you felt, and this was the last point, you could say in the end, or all in all, I would say how I felt about this experience. I felt fortunate enough, and I felt myself lucky, or I found myself lucky that I got an opportunity to help someone who was struggling in mathematics. So in that way, you could complete your answer. You did not use connectors and all. So this was a big mistake you had done. Moreover, you had a lot of pauses in your speaking. Okay, in the follow up also, in the follow up, I'm not giving the feedback for follow up, but here I would mention that this is really very important. In the follow up, you need to elaborate your answer between 30 and 40 seconds. This is for everyone, even you are watching this video. If you are going to take this test, then this is important to elaborate your answer between 30 and 40 seconds, or speak between 4 and 5 sentences. And sometime examiner may ask you why and how questions. They may ask you give some general example in that. Then don't to worry, because I also asked twice Amisha about an example. So over there, this is advisable, don't to give the personal example, just go for the general example. But here also you missed this part because you were not able to elaborate very well. So hope guys, this is really very helpful. And thank you so